Hey guys, it's Abby, and today we are doing the face palette declutter. I have a bunch of face palettes from subscription boxes. I don't think I've ever purchased one on my own. Um, so today we're going to go through them, declutter them, and see what I have because I don't even remember. So I have a big thing right here. Here are all of my face palettes. Oh yeah, I did purchase one at least. So let's go through them. So these are face palettes from subscription boxes, some that I purchased, as well as some that may have been possibly sent to me for review or for PR. So let's begin. The first one is this one. Oh, and as I said, the lighting is blue, is like a blue base light, so it makes my hands look like they are blue, but they're not. I have circulation. My hands are like actually really pink right now. I don't understand the lighting in here. It like makes me look like I'm dying. You guys. Why? I have psoriasis. If you're here for the first time, I have psoriasis. My hands are dry and cracked, and I'm a mom. My hands are always in water, washing dishes or doing whatever. So, okay, the first palette is the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. This is Manny MUA's brand. And here are the blushes. They're really beautiful. I love these. I'm actually going to turn one of the lights back on, because I feel like you can't actually see the colors unless that light's on. So here it is. It's so beautiful. I use this all the time, literally all the time. I didn't use it today just because I didn't use a face palette today, but this is just so pretty. I'm going to definitely keep this one. I purchased that. This is the Aesthetica Contour Series Powder Palette. Looks like this. I used to use this a lot. You can kind of tell there's a divot in there. I use this one most of the time. I actually would sweep my entire brush through all of that, but I don't pick up this anymore at all. So I'm going to put this aside and give this away, or I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Okay, the next one is the NARS Blush Palette, I believe. It's the Exposed Cheek Palette. And I don't remember where I got this. I don't remember where this came from. It could be from like Chic Beauty Box maybe, but I never use this. It's pretty. I just never use it. It's not something that I grab for. So I'm going to put that aside for somebody else. This is an Alamar Complexion Trio. I love these. These are so good. I've actually had a few of these in recent years. They're really pretty. So I'm going to keep this one. I don't know if you guys know this about me or if you haven't been here before, but I love bronzer. I'm a self bronzer, not a self tanner. Okay, the next thing is this. This is by Doucet, and it is a blush and highlight palette. And it looks like this. I have never used it. Maybe I have. Maybe I've swatched it, but I don't think I've actually used it. So I'm going to put it aside for somebody else. I have 4 sisters, nieces that are in college and high school. They will go to a good home. Okay, we have the Basic Beauty Blush Palette. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. I love dark blushes like that. Oh gosh, that's dreamy. Just dreamy. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I love that shade right there so much. Ofra and Madison Miller collab. I believe these are highlighters. Oh, it's a highlighter and a blush palette. I probably won't ever use these. The blush is beautiful, but I don't know if I'll ever. I probably had this for over a year and I still haven't used it much, so I'm going to put it aside for one of my family members. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette, and it looks like this. It's really pretty. I think I'm going to put this aside for a maybe, because I don't know if I'm going to actually keep it or not, but I don't know. I love it so much. This is my problem, guys. I love it, so I keep it, but I never use it. I'm going to put this in the I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it palette pile. The next one is this. This is the Love Sprung Artist Couture palette. I just received this in an Ipsy, I believe, and it's really pretty. I'm going to keep this. This is new. I literally just got it, so I'm going to keep it. It's really pretty. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, That's gorgeous. The next one is the Glam Light palette. I think this is this is bronzer and highlighter. I don't use these at all, and I never use the bronzer. It just wasn't, I don't know. I think it was a little bit maybe too orange, I thought, but I never used it, so I'm going to put it aside for a family member. Here are, so I have 2 Pixie palettes. These were sent to me for PR, so I won't be giving them away just because I feel weird. If I get a product sent to me for review, that's one thing, but PR is completely free, and I feel bad giving it away. I have used this palette quite often. These are nice. They're not like these super duper like crazy highlight shades where like you can see them from space, but they're gentle and they definitely do a beautiful amount of color. Like you get a glow. It's not like a beam of glow, but it is a very light glow. So I'm going to keep that. And then we have the Pixie by Petra blush and highlighter palette. This is a highlight, this is a highlight, and that's a highlight. My favorite blush in here is this one. So again, I'm going to keep it because this was sent to me for PR. It's the only company that sends me PR. Consistently. Not the only company ever, but consistently. Okay, the next thing is a Huda Beauty Winter Highlighter Palette. And it looks like this. I've never used it. I think I tried using it, but like, look. It's not there. I don't know what's up with that. Like, I believe it's a cream, but it's a little chunky and weird. So I've never used this. I think I'm going to throw this out just because it seems like a little old. Okay, we have another Douce palette. And is that exactly the same as the other one? Posh Powder Palette. Posh Powder Palette. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm assuming I got duplicates. Oh no. What just happened? It broke. Okay. Still going to put it aside for somebody else. I obviously never used it. Okay. Here is the Misho Beauty blush palette. I use this a lot as well. It's one of those that I just grab for. I don't know if I grab for it because it's been in my everyday makeup drawer since I got it a few months ago, or if I use it because I like it. I really like this shade. I really like this blush because it makes you look really glowy, but it doesn't give you like a real bright shade of color. And I love these too. So I'm going to keep it. Next thing is the Ace Butte Glow Highlighter Palette, and it looks like this. I've used it a few times. I'm just not a huge fan of it, so I am going to put it aside for a family member. Then we have the Kaleido Cosmetics Skin Luminate. Is it Luminate or Luminate? Someone tell me. I don't know. It looks like this. It's pretty. I love blush. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to like not keep every blush. How many blush palettes do I have? A lot. Okay, I'm going to put this aside. Cover FX, and it looks like this. I've used it a few times. I just haven't used it in a while, but I remember liking it, so I'm going to keep it just because I remember liking it, but I have not used it in a while. It's pretty. Okay, the Shayna B Miami Blush and Highlighter Palette. This is from Ipsy, and it looks like this. I literally just kept a blush palette that looks like this, so I'm going to put it aside for somebody else, but those are beautiful. Aren't those beautiful? So pretty. The e.l.f. Natural Glow Face Palette. It looks like this. I barely used it, so I am going to give it away, but that is really beautiful. I think my mom would like that. Love Craft Beauty. I've had this for years and she looks like this. I've used it a lot. The thing is with blush is you don't need a lot. So these palettes last forever. So that's why they look like they're not used as much, but I did use this quite a lot, but I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to actually throw that out. I think I've had that for years. Okay, here's Pop Beauty. This is the sister brand to Pixie. And it looks like this. I will keep this because this is a PR product, but these are nice. They're not like I said, they're like Pixie. They're not like super blingy, but they're not bad. Okay, we have the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey Highlight Palette. She looks like this. It's pretty much brand new. It's only swatched. I'm going to put this aside for a family member. It's really pretty. I like Beauty Bakery. They have some good products. We have a Ruby May Cosmetics Studio Powder Contour Palette. I'm going to put this aside for somebody else because I have many that I probably have many in there that I haven't used. So I will put this aside. We have a Highlight Blossoms by Lime Crime. I got this at TJ Maxx and it looks like this. I don't remember using this. I think this is really old. I'm pretty sure I got this a long time ago. I'm gonna chuck it. We have the Catrice and Iman highlighter palette. It looks like this. I'm going to put it aside for someone in my family. Is this another Douce? Please don't be the same one. Okay, it's not. So we have a Douce highlighter palette right here. And yeah, it's pretty, but I'm not going to keep it. Jeffree Star Cosmetics 24 Karat Gold Skin Frost Pro Palette. That was a mouthful, and she looks like this. I'm not going to keep this. I've had this for quite a while, and I haven't used it. So I will put it aside for somebody else. The Kokie Cosmetics Powder Contour Palette. You guys, I use this every day for like 3 years. I'm not even kidding. I am proud of myself, guys. Like, I am proud of myself for actually hitting pan on something. I'm going to throw this out because I haven't picked this up in a long time, but I use this as a dupe for the Shade and Light palette by, oh, what was her name? Kat Von D. Because these were so good. Like, if you're looking for a dupe for the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, this is so, so good. I use this until I couldn't anymore. So that goes in the trash. Speaking of the Shade and Light palette, here we go. And she looks like this. And I have used it many times and I still like it. As you can tell, I've used that one more than these two, but now I just sweep my brush through it. I don't use any of the ones on top, but yeah. So I'm going to keep this because I definitely use it, as you can tell. Okay, Physicians Formula Butter Collection. Here we go. This is really good. I like this palette. I'm going to keep it. I love the blushes. They don't look used, but they are used. And I love the bronzers. They're so good. They really are. And it smells wonderful. But I've had this for quite a while. I'm going to keep it just because I know I'll use it. And it's good. The next thing is the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I just received this. I'm going to keep this as well. I just got this in a BoxyCharm. I think I just unboxed it like two months ago. So here we go. Revlon Sunlight Dreams highlight palette, and she looks like this. I've used it several times. It's just not one of my favorites. I'm going to put it aside for somebody else. It's not bad. Revlon does not have bad highlighters. The Nomad and Sydney Bathers, and it looks like this. I've used this a lot. I'm just not going to keep it because I've had it for so long. But these are really good. Nomad has some really good highlighters. They're really good. They're very, very blingy, and their bronzers are really good too. We have the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, and I don't remember using this because I didn't. Did I? Well, it looks like I used it because it looks like I swept my brush in there. But I'm going to put this aside for a family member just because obviously I didn't use it a lot. I just used it a few times. It is dirty, really dirty. I obviously only use it a few times, so I'm just going to put this aside for somebody else that will use it instead of just having it sit in my stuff. We have, what's this? Oh, a NARS bronzer and blush. I'm going to put this aside for somebody else. The Tardiest Pro Glow looks like this. I have two of these, so let me see what they look like. Okay, so I'm going to keep one, and I believe this one's cream. So I'm going to give this one away because I don't really use cream products, and it's basically brand new. It looks like maybe something dug into it, but other than that, it's just swatched. So I'm going to put this aside for somebody else, and I'm going to keep this one because I like it. And that's that. The Park Avenue Princess Tarte palette. I hated this. I really did. I never liked this. I don't know why. I think I actually talked about this in a video. I just never understood the hype about this. I just never liked it. It didn't work for me. I'm going to put this aside for somebody else. And you guys, I'm down to the last one. I mean, holy shit, that was not bad. I'm used to sitting down for an hour. Okay, last one is Basic Beauty. And it's a bronzer palette. And I'm going to give this to somebody else. It's obviously just swatched. And yeah. So, okay. That is it for my bronzers. I actually have a bronzer right here. It looks like it's just, I think it might be ColourPop. Let's see. Yep, it's a ColourPop single bronzer. I'll put it in my Z palette. So guys, that is it. I kept 14 palettes out of 39. So I kept less than half. I am proud of myself. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys are having a really great day. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking out my declutters. I truly appreciate it. I know these can be long and a little boring because you're not like seeing my face or anything, but thank you for watching them. And thanks for being here. I love you guys. And don't forget, if you want to join my memberships, the link is in my description box. We have some fun in my memberships. We do just a few different things, some commentary and just hanging out. So if you want to check that out, the link is in my description box. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.